Hey everyone, this is Aaron from Dad.0, and for the longest time, I've always wanted a video doorbell. The problem I have is that I own a home in South Minneapolis, and a lot of these homes were built back in the day where they didn't even wire electricity for a doorbell. So no electricity means no video doorbell. However, I think I found a solution here. This is the Conico wireless video doorbell with chime. And this has all kind of the cool features that all the wired video doorbells have. The 1080p resolution, it's waterproof, you have two-way audio, you have night vision, you have a wide angled lens, and it even comes with a 32 gigabyte SD card. The big difference here is that this is a wireless solution, meaning it doesn't have to be installed, doesn't have to be wired or hooked up to electricity. It runs on rechargeable batteries. Now, I'm sure I lost some of you when I said rechargeable batteries because you're probably thinking, man, I'm going to have to recharge this all the time. It's going to be a huge pain, a huge headache. Actually, they say you can get 6 months of average use on one charge. And 6 months, in my opinion, is more than doable. I'm fine with taking this out every couple of months and charging it up. However, if it was going to be something like every couple of days or a couple of weeks, probably more of a headache than it's worth. And if you want, they do give you the option to hardwire this in. So if you have electricity running out for your doorbell and you know how to do it, go ahead and hardwire it in because then you don't have to charge it at all. Now, because this doesn't have to be hardwired, installation and setup was extremely simple. The first thing you do is charge up the battery with the included micro USB cord. Now they say to charge it for 8 to 10 hours, but mine was fully charged in less than 3. Next thing you do is download the Cloud Edge app from the iOS or Google Play Store. Then you kind of go through the setup. You create an account and then you begin setting up the camera itself. You connect it to your Wi-Fi. This does run on your 2.4 gigahertz channel. It then displays a QR code right on your phone. And then you take the camera and scan that QR code, it connects, it downloads updates, and then you're pretty much set to go after that. The next thing you do is set up the wireless chime so that when someone presses the doorbell, you have a chime inside. Now the chime itself is powered by USB. However, there is no USB wall adapter included, so you'll have to get that on your own. Once you have it powered and plugged in, you press the reset button on the back of it until the blue LED starts blinking on the front. That means it's in pairing mode, and then all you have to do is press the doorbell button on the camera and it should ring on the chime. That means that you're connected and it's set to go, and then you can adjust the settings in the app for the chime. You can adjust the volume. You can have different sorts of chimes, so I'll get to that in just a minute. The last thing you have to do is install the mount where you want the doorbell to be placed, and you can do that with the 2 included screws. Or if you don't want to use the screws, there is double-sided tape that's included. I went for the screws myself just because I live in Minnesota. Pretty extreme weather, and I'm not sure how well the double-sided tape will hold up, but you can always give the double-sided tape a try. If it doesn't work out, you could just use the screws. Also, the screws provide more security. It's much harder for someone just to come up and rip this off the wall if it's screwed in rather than just taped in. Once it's mounted, all you have to do is put the doorbell camera in the mount. It fits in there nice and snug. And then you just tighten up the security screw on the bottom. So again, someone can't just come in and rip it out of the mount. It's in there nice and secure. And that's it. You're pretty much done after that. So for me, after charging the battery on the doorbell camera, it took me roughly 15 to 20 minutes to download the app, connect the camera, and then install it. And then I was done. So let's talk about the features. First and foremost, has to be the 1080p full HD resolution. It has IR Night Vision, and it has 166 degree wide viewing angle. All of these features provide a very clear, a very nice picture of anyone that might be approaching your home. It does have motion detecting and can detect human activity within 10 meters. And you can set up notifications on your phone when there is motion detected, and you can customize those notifications so you only get them at certain types of day. Maybe you don't want them during the day, you only want them at night or at certain times. There's also two-way audio available, so if someone presses your doorbell, you can talk to them right through the video doorbell. Also, if there's some kids on your lawn and you're a dad like me and you want to yell at them to get off your lawn, you can do that right through the two-way audio as well. You can also pre-record a 30-second message if you'd like. So if you know a package is coming and you have to go to work, you could pre-record a message saying, leave it on the step or something along that lines. And when the person presses the doorbell, it'll send that message to them. And this is IP65 waterproof, so water, dust, anything like that shouldn't be an issue. So let's talk about the app a little bit and how you actually use this camera. When you log into the app, all you have to do is tap on the camera and it brings up a live feed of exactly what's going on right outside your front door. So you can view this if you want to just check to see maybe if a package has been left, or you want to watch cars fly by, watch neighbors walk their dogs, anything you want to do there. Below that, you have the option to take a screenshot if you'd like. You can use the intercom system by simply pressing the intercom button, which is the two-way audio. You can record what's happening. If you see something weird and you just want to record it quick, you can press this button, or you can turn on or off the motion detecting. The next tab over is the history, and this is kind of where all of the motion detecting and all the people that have approached your house will be stored. You can press the alert button and see all the alerts that you have gotten from motion detecting or from your video doorbell actually being pressed. And you can customize how long you want the video recording to last if it detects motion. So obviously, if you have it recording longer, that will drain the battery life a little bit longer, but at least you have the option to do that. You can also sort through the calendar. So if you maybe missed a couple alerts from a day or two ago, go back and click on that date and you can see all the alerts and all the video that was captured that day. And the last tab is the cloud. Now, again, this does come with a 32 gigabyte SD card, which can store the video recordings on there, but that can fill up. And if you want to back up those video recordings, you're probably going to want to get a cloud plan. Now, you don't need a cloud plan, and I want to make sure that that is clear. You don't need to get one. They are really cheap, and they're a great way to back up your recordings. But the other thing you could do is just delete recordings off your SD card to make room for new recordings. The last thing I want to show you is the settings, because this is where you can customize a lot of the things that your camera does. The first thing that you'll see is a way to share your camera with other people. So this is great if you have a spouse or a roommate so that you can easily share the camera feed with those people. Next, if you go into basic functions, you can customize a few things here, including that 30-second message that I talked about earlier. You can customize the night vision, or you can also customize the chime in here. You can adjust the volume or pick between 4 different types of chimes. You can also adjust the speaker volume for the two-way audio in this setting, and you can look at the battery levels to see if it needs to be charged. Next is the motion detecting setting, and you can customize if you want it on or off, and you can also customize whether you want the motion detecting to be high sensitivity or low sensitivity, and you can customize what time of day you want the motion detecting to be on or off. And the last thing I want to show you is the record management settings. This is where you can customize how long you want the video to be recorded. You have the option to choose between 20 seconds, 40 seconds, and 1 minute. And you can also see your SD card and how much storage is left on it in this setting. So overall, I've been using this for a couple weeks now, and I've been super impressed with it so far. It's been extremely reliable. All the notifications from motion detecting or from someone pressing the doorbell itself have been coming through perfectly. And I feel like it has all the higher end features of some of the more well-known brands, but it's actually cheaper and it's wireless. It's easier to install. So I would highly recommend this to someone that is like me, that doesn't have power to their doorbell and still wants some sort of security system out there. But again, it doesn't have to be wireless. So this can apply to everyone. Even if you want to hardwire this in and you're just looking for a little bit cheaper solution, but still has a lot of great features and reliability, I think this is a great solution. So if you're interested in it, I'll put a link in the description below where you can buy it or find more information about it. If you have any other questions about this, leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them. If you like this video, press that like button, subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.